What up, y'alls? Mousley coming to you live from Salt Lake City. Oh, yeah. All right. What up, you guys? It's Mousley from Salt Lake City. I've been asked a bunch lately, an absolute ton, if different questions about my morning regiment, my morning routine. I've been asked a lot about the lion's mane, the beetroot powder. I've been asked a lot recently about the cold brew coffee, which I got here. So I'll just go through and give you guys a rundown on just exactly what it is I take every morning, and the different things that work real good for me. And yeah, cool. So I start off with the lion's mane mushroom. That's going to be this right here. I just take a gummy supplement for anybody wondering. Lion's mane mushroom, daily gummies. This one has like 1,000 or something. The equivalent of 1,000 milligrams lion's mane. And then I also take, so the lion's mane's really good for brain fog, is really good for memory, basically. Just really helps your brain on a daily. And I really stand by that because I can definitely feel the effects. Some mushrooms you can't exactly feel, at least I can't. Certain types of mushrooms that say they give you energy. I've tried a whole bunch of different ones and been real consistent when I've taken them, and some of them I just didn't really feel anything from. But for me, lion's mane mushroom really helps clear out the brain fog, really helps clear up the memory throughout the day. And then right now I'm also taking reishi, which is really dank. This is a relaxation, helps with like your immunity. There's a whole bunch of different things that happens with it. And this one's really good too. Now I take both of these in the morning so that I can just feel the effects of it throughout the day. So the benefits as my day goes along. And then, hello Murphy. Then I also, in the morning, go straight into an emergen-c packet. And with the emergen-c packet, I mix it up. And this is every morning. The big thing is being consistent about it, is making sure that you have the different supplements and different things that you're taking consistently in your body. So I almost never ever miss. I haven't missed a day in quite some time. So I'll put into just a little morning coffee mug my emergen-c and a couple scoops of my just regular daily fiber. Super easy to get. So I'll do this and 2 scoops of the fiber in just like a small amount of water. And I'll do like 2 tablespoons of fiber powder. And that is the vibe. Now if you let it sit for too long, it will get super thick and gross. So I just drink mine right away. Boom. It's about just catching the healthy vibes. Like I said, I take my lion's mane and the reishi in the morning. I definitely recommend anybody take lion's mane mushroom because it is so good. And I just take the gummies. I just take one a day, probably right around the same time every day. Like right when I wake up, it's usually within the first half hour, an hour, every day. It feels so good to wake up and just have this thing to go to and go, here we go, living the healthy vibes. And the reishi's been really good too for relaxation and your immune system function. I haven't really noticed it super a lot with being like way relaxing, so I might actually stop taking the reishi. But the lion's mane I'll continue to take. So yeah, just answering some questions about what it is I take, what my daily routine or supplement intake is. Been asked a whole lot about the beetroot powder, and that'll be the next part from here. Now that I've taken my mushrooms, got my cold brew, did my emergen-c, and my daily fiber, then I would go upstairs and maybe like 3 or 4 days a week I'll make a fruit smoothie, and then with that I'll put 2 teaspoons worth of beetroot powder in there. That helps with your blood flow and your heart and like a whole bunch of different things, inflammation, and I'll do that maybe half the days of the week. And I actually read that the beetroot powder you shouldn't be taking a ton of, or you should just be careful and research it more in taking the beetroot powder. So yeah, I don't take a ton of that, but that I can definitely feel the effects from. Something about in my joints and just feeling a little bit healthier doing these things that are healthy rather than smoking cigarettes or drinking alcohol, which is what I was just doing a bunch of before. So good replacements, and my daily morning wake up, get right after it thing starts with these things that I just went over, and it feels amazing to do. And then at the very end of the night, I take just a super standard Centrum Men. Now, after about 2 weeks of taking a multivitamin, you'll definitely feel the effects from it. You'll feel like you have more energy. You'll feel like you have more to give. There's just a whole bunch that goes into it with the multivitamin. But after about 2 weeks, you'll notice that, like, at least for me, really big improvements from taking the multivitamin. So yeah, I've been asked just a ton about the lion's mane specifically, a fair amount recently about the cold brew. I've done a little bit of talking about the cold brew before. I did a few videos on Instagram, I think, about the cold brew process. That one's really cool. Right now I'm doing, I think, between 22 and maybe like 20 to 22 hours on the soak. Just getting some real potent. So anyways, yep, that's it. Thanks for checking it out, you guys. Peace.